men and women, mere players, who make their entrances, and then they have their exits. They have, and one man is always, and one man in his time can play many roles. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
If you heard the quote that I said, can anyone tell me who said this?
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. Thank you so much. Yes, and what an idea, Sergey. And it defies all convictions. Imagine the idea that if everything that we see and everything that happens in this world is merely a stage drama or a movie. Genius. My name is Varun.E.Mani. I am here to make my first icebreaker speech. To tell you about who I am, where I'm from, and what I do. So, like in the movies, it begins. 1981, 31st of July. The scene is set in Kerala, in India, from where I belong. I was born in where I was born to my dear, loving parents, and for a while I was raised in a nice, beautiful village farm in Kerala, where I had other cousins, and they were little, and we were almost together like a little army, as my grandmother would recollect. Later, I was seen ships to here, Saudi Arabia, where my father worked for a Dutch airline company, namely KLM, and I was frequently flying here along with my mom to visit him. We would stay for about a month because we were on visiting visa, and eventually we got a permanent visa. So after that it was goodbye India, hello Saudi. Saudi, my second home. Home away from home. I was very busy at home as a kid. I used to have all sorts of activities. The one that comes to my mind very vividly is I used to pull out things from my father's drawer, his favorite pens and other stuff. I used to play around with them, and I had my partner in crime, but none other but my little sister. She would also tag along, and we used to wreak havoc. And my mother, she always had to find some new place to hide things so that we wouldn't reach them. But the trouble was, later she would hide things, and my father would be looking for them. And also I was busy with school and sports and classical Carnatic music and drawing, and also all those little things that kids of my time grew up with, like video games, toy cars, comic books, and lots of sci-fi action thrillers, alien movies. I loved alien movies. The last movie I watched was Sept. It was really a new experience. Get to find. I used to watch so many alien movies, and I used to talk about aliens so much that my mother would often comment that, Varun, I think you look a bit like an alien. And she probably feared that I was abducted by aliens, and I would correct her saying, Mom, it is not alien, it's aliens. And we would have a laugh about that. And then came the new millennium, year 2000. I was in college. I was studying commerce for my bachelor's degree. I had a little job. I used to do small websites for my friends. Me and my friends, we were a group of few, but we were very strong. You could find us mostly hanging around. You could also find us in the theaters on weekends. We used to crash in each other's houses, mostly in the study holidays, having our group study sessions. And my parents were always most supportive and they help instill in me a lot of good, strong thoughts and convictions, such as honesty and believing in yourself and always going for your dreams. Thank you, mom and dad. And they were my best friends and my mentors, like my mentors at home. Later, in 2003, I believe, I landed a job in a animation studio in Chennai, where I was working as an animator and in-house web designer just after my diploma, and that was a fresh, wonderful experience. But I was, I could learn animation and everything, but I was always worried about my future prospects. And my father helped me later in 2005. He helped me secure a job here in Saudi, and currently I'm working in one of the well-known agencies, advertising agencies in Saudi Arabia, in the eastern province, Saudi United Advertising.